What do you call a man from Syria who his life and family were torn apart by the Syrian civil war? The crisis, he watched his wife die in front of him. His son, his daughter were ripped from him, never saw them again. He managed to escape by the grace of God, made his way to America, and settled down in Wisconsin. But what would you call him? Cheese curd.
A cheese curd. Why cheese?
Because of Wisconsin. And then curd because that's an ethnic group
yes,
from Syria and the Middle East.
The ethnicity.
Yes.
Hey, I'm Roan, and ever since I was a little kid, I've been eating food. Good cooking, good people, good music, good vibes. When you have all those ingredients, the whole neighborhood eats. This week, we're in Milwaukee trying cheese curds.
You can hear it. That's the squeak that we're all talking about.
That's a good squeak.
That's that good squeak.
You can't get them any fresher. 4.5 hours ago, it was just milk.
Cheese curd is the first step of making cheddar cheese. They curdle the whey and they form it into these blocks. They shred that up. They take that and press it and form it, and then it has to be aged to make cheddar. So this is the first step of cheese.
This cheese is very prevalent around here. Very, very prevalent.
Why? Why is there so much cheese out here?
Wisconsin is cheese.
Cheese curds, the youngest type of cheese. And while cheese's flavor intensifies with age, the mild, palatable flavor of curds makes for a perfect bar snack or appetizer in the U.S.'s dairy capital, Wisconsin. And the chieftain of curds? Lakefront Brewery, a beer hall whose trophy case is full of evidence of just how squeaky clean their reputation is.
I am Kristen Henneke. I'm the executive chef here at Lakefront Brewery, and we are one of the oldest craft breweries in Wisconsin.
Did you ever think that you would know so much about cheese?
Never. We laugh about I'm the queen of curd. They've taken over so much of my life. But it's a great thing because that's what we're known for. It's like having the best Philly cheesesteak in Philadelphia. So to have the best cheese curds in Milwaukee,
It's a feather in the hat.
yeah, it's something to be proud of. We get our cheese curds fresh. I think the least we've ever gotten was 500 pounds for a week, and the most we've gotten was over 2,000. Sometimes when they come to us, they're still warm. If you want the squeak, for sure, that's when they're the freshest possible.
I want the squeak.
Well, the squeak is gonna go away because we're gonna cook them.
Oh, so you cook out the squeak.
Unfortunately, but then we add the stretch.
Okay, I like the stretch too.
Yeah, the stretch and the crunch take the place of the squeak. You ready to make some?
I'm ready to make some.
All right,
I'm here for it.
so I'm gonna be going in this cooler.
I'm gonna be getting out of your way. How do the curds get broken up?
My one guy, he comes in and he breaks them all up. He's got a really quick system.
Probably has forearms like Popeye.
He sure does. Our garlic ranch sauce. So that's what we use instead of some do a marinara. So
It's the real deal
it
ranch.
is the real deal. It is as famous, if not more, than the cheese curds. Get the cheese pull.
Oh man. Oh my gosh. The batter's light.
That's
Crazy.
the beer. The carbonation of the beer gives it that tempura style.
Fun fact, I think I am lactose intolerant, but I'm just powering through it because I love cheese curds
Yeah,
so
you're
much.
gonna be tolerant today, my friend. Look how beautiful that ranch is. Before you even eat any of it, look how thick it is.
It's like it's almost like a pesto mixed with ranch.
It has a nice viscosity to it. Oh, I love
May
the
I dig
texture.
in?
I'd love for you to dig in, Tommy.
Oh my God. That's unbelievable.
I've never seen an artisan quality mozzarella stick. But then I look at this. This is pure artisan.
They're all different shapes.
They're all
Each
different
It's like a
shapes.
snowflake. Each one's a little bit different and a little bit unique, but all delicious. Now, I'm not gonna double dip. I'm gonna use the back. I don't like double dipping. I'm using the back. to go
Why?
back in. No, just germs. I'm a germaphobe.
Your own germs?
Well, I'm not. I don't
So
want to
you're
be
saying
rude
you're
to
doing
you.
that to protect me.
Yeah. So then I would expect that you would do the same to me.
I'm gonna
Just-
double dip. I'm gonna go ahead and
I
double
really
dip.
would prefer if you didn't.
I'm sorry, brother.
Well, I might as well double dip as well.
Exactly. We're swapping germs. We're eating
Yeah.
cheese.
It was more of a precedent center that you ignored.
In Milwaukee, cheese is an art form, and with a strong bar culture, there are few better places in town to pull up and dip some curds than Camino. We linked with local rapper Fiji 2K, who has 2 SoundCloud accounts, but he doesn't have access to one of them.
My name's Kyle. We're at Camino in Walker's Point on 2nd Street.
This is 2K, right?
2K, yes.
Shout out to the local Milwaukee hip hop culture.
Absolutely. He just did a show about a month ago.
It was good, and people turned out. It was fun. It was a good vibe.
Turned out or turned up?
Both.
2K, where can we check out your music?
Go on SoundCloud, just type in Fiji 2K. There's 2 different ones that pop up. I lost access to the other one. My Instagram is Fiji 2time, and yeah, everything's there.
Tell me your first memory with a cheese curd is.
Since I'm born and raised in Wisconsin, I couldn't even tell you. It was probably a long time ago.
It's actually the lateral on the planet where all the dairy farms are in Europe. That's why they chose Wisconsin out of all places. It had the same landscape, same water availability, perfect for farming, especially dairy farming.
Got them pre-portioned about 7 ounces.
Those are still squeaky right there.
Oh yeah, these are fresh raw cheese curds, fresh off the brick. You know, just like that.
Yes, sir.
Shake them up. Shake it off like that, and then we put them in the fryer like this. Fry for about like a minute or like a couple minutes.
Okay.
I'm a very visual person, so you know, kind of get them crispy like that. I might have overdone them. It's okay. Carlos is the real professional at this, may I say that. He's the one that really does this.
Shout out Carlos.
Your curds will look way better than that. He doesn't want to be on camera though.
Everyone serves ranch with cheese curds. We serve a Catalina sauce to have a good contrast of sweet and salty.
Parmesan. Here we go.
Amazing. Thank
Enjoy
you,
it,
dude.
good,
Appreciate it. I'm
Yes.
about to enjoy these with my guy Tommy.
I brought us some Mamitas to wash them down.
Say the line again.
I brought us some Mamitas to wash them down.
One more time.
I brought us some Mamitas to wash them down.
Very nice. That was the one. And they're still hot.
Yeah, they are hot.
I'll dive right in.
Yeah, me too. I love when it's hot. So, Lady in the Trumpet.
Was that a little Lady in the Tramp you guys just did
No,
there?
that was a mistake.
That was pretty
Cut
impressive.
that, seriously. Yeah, I like
I
this
need like a
sauce a
deep-
lot. You get a lot of ranches, but you know, a unique taste on it. It's nice and sweet. It's different.
A red sauce usually has like a little bit of a kick to it, but this almost cools it off.
And Fiji 2K, you did a great job with these. Perfectly golden brown.
Thank you.
Shout out to Fiji
Told you,
2K.
I get them crispy. You'll know when they're done.
One of the local secrets about cheese curds? Most restaurants get their cheese from the same spot. And while the preparation and sources may differ, most of the curds in Milwaukee are coming from an urban cheese factory right in the middle of town, Clock Shadow Creamery.
What makes it squeak? I gotta ask.
As the proteins in the curd are rubbing against the enamel in your teeth, that's what makes it squeak. 3 or 4 days from now, these will stop squeaking. Put them in the microwave for about 3 or 4 seconds.
They'll get their squeak back?
They get their squeak back.
I have a friend out there. He hasn't had a single squeak in his life.
Oh my God. Why don't you go get him?
I'll go grab him.
In the meantime, we're gonna start packing some cheese.
Tommy! So here's my friend, Tommy Smokes. He's never had a fresh cheese curd in his life.
Never. Cheese curd virgin.
Okay,
So now's the chance.
take your pick.
I'll go with this one.
Okay.
Oh, I love the feel of it. Oh, wow. It's like the most pure cheese I've ever had. You get this processed cheese in the supermarket, garbage. No. This is raw and fresh.
And are you hearing something?
It's squeaky. We're out of squeak. Curd. Squeak.
Ask him why it squeaks.
Why does it squeak?
It's the protein in the cheese, and it rubs against the enamel of your teeth.
Yeah.
Of course.
And that gives it the squeak.
That makes it squeak.
Yeah. Can I try another? That was delicious.
You can have what you want.
It really is squeaky.
This man's been in the cheese game since '78.
Sheesh. Cheese. Yeah. That would work better. We've had, the fried cheese curds in its final form, but to get it here as a baby, as an infant, and to see how delicious it is as a baby, it's amazing. One more
I
bite.
think we gotta cut off Tommy. I think Tommy's gonna.
Wisconsin boasts a quarter of the country's dairy farms. The quality of the ingredients are undeniable, which makes it a no-brainer to source locally like the folks at Dairyland in the trendy 3rd Street Market Hall.
Constantly impressed by Milwaukee throughout my time
It's cool,
here.
man. It's cool. Like, if you don't like Milwaukee, then you suck.
Can we put that on a postcard? If you don't like Milwaukee, you suck.
Part of downtown Milwaukee at the brand new 3rd Street Market Hall. And it's just getting started. We've been open for about 6 months.
Oh, so it's pretty new.
Yep, and we're only in phase 2, so we haven't had all of our vendors open yet.
Oh, wow. It looks like a carnival over here. It's no joke.
We're like 4 blocks down from the Pfizer Forum where the Bucks play. You might find Giannis here. We grew up with the idea that this is America's Dairyland. We grew up with the best dairy in the world. Like, we want to keep that tradition alive.
So that's why you're using the butter from here, the milk from here, the cheese from here.
And it's the best.
To get an expert opinion, we sat down with the Milwaukee Cheese Queen, a cheese genius who, at the time of filming, had rated 176 different local curds.
You saw me on the street, you'd think, oh, that guy's from Milwaukee.
Absolutely. With
Yeah,
that
he loves
shirt?
all the things I love. Great.
Bowling and bubblers. What are bubblers?
It's a soda machine, like soda fountain.
No. It's a water fountain.
I the register lied to me, or I didn't hear what he said.
Yes. So my name is Sam. I am the Wisconsin Cheese Queen. So I rate cheese curds all over the state of Wisconsin.
Has this made you hate cheese curds?
I do not hate them yet. I still really enjoy them, but I usually don't just eat them for the fun of it anymore.
And it seems like there's things you do like and things you don't like. You like when it can kind of have a little bit of pull.
Yeah.
You don't like when it's too greasy. But you like when there's a beer batter, but you want a certain amount of batter. And you give us some of the criteria for what makes a great cheese curd.
Definitely battered, not breaded. There's a difference. There's got to be a cheese pull. There's got to be no curd holes. That's when the cheese melts out of the batter.
Take us through.
You got to do a cheese pull first.
A cheese pull?
Yeah.
All right, Tommy. You got to do a cheese pull first.
I gotta do a cheese. So do I bite or I just pull with hands?
Either way.
Well, all right, let's see this cheese pull. It's a good cheese pull.
Good
That
cheese
is an
pull.
elongated
Like
cheese
you're reading the
pull.
morning paper,
Oh
Tommy.
my goodness.
Look at that pull.
It's like a fortune cookie, and not a good comparison. I feel like I use the same adjectives over and over to describe cheese curds. Succulent, is succulent good?
Sure.
Well,
I've never heard that to describe cheese curds before,
Well-
but I'm into it.
I'd say the batter sets this across the, we've had a lot of cheese curds today. Like you could taste the batter sort of sets this apart.
You're a tequila guy, right?
I am. I love
Cheers.
tequila. Cheers.
Cheers to some good curds and some good Wisconsin pull.
Delicious.
Delightful.
Tasty and succulent.
Succulent is what we were looking for there, Tommy.
Curds are such a Milwaukee staple that even national fast food chains like Culvers are getting in on the act. But can they keep up with the quality of the local legends?
Tommy,
Adam,
enjoying a Mamitas?
got our curds and our custard.
Yeah. You got this plain vanilla custard.
I mean, their custard is that good that it's worth it on its. That's not an appealing look of it.
why are you having custard before we have cheese curds, dude? This is an episode about cheese curds.
Their custard is that good.
Well, dude, we're not here to determine if their custard is that good. We're here to determine if the cheese curds are good. And let's be honest, Tommy, they don't look like the other cheese curds that we've seen.
I didn't even think they were cheese curds. I thought that they were tater tots, if we're being honest.
Do they have these at all the Culvers in the United States, or is this a regional offering from Culvers?
So I've been to 2 Culvers. I've been to one in somewhere by Notre Dame, Indiana, and then one in Port St. Lucie, Florida, where my family is from. It's a frequent spot of us. My ass is on fire.
Oh, dude, why would you even break and say that?
The seat is so hot.
Just bear it. This is show
The
business.
seat is incredibly hot.
I do
need
not
everybody
care,
to know what we're
dude.
bearing
They didn't
through.
have to fucking hear that. Anyway, Port St. Lucie,
Port St.
Florida.
Lucie, Florida, home of my family.
Did they have cheese curds there?
Yeah,
or no?
I don't know. I don't know. So the point of the story was I've been to 2 Culvers. I don't know if they have cheese curds at either of the other locations.
I need a swig of the Mamitas first, just to make
Same.
sure I have a good taste in my mouth. Try the lime.
All right.
You see how it just kind of like pulled out?
Horrible.
Oh man, Tommy just pulled out, which is
I
rare for my boy.
never pull out. I'm really bad at it.
Why? What do you mean bad at
I just
it?
feel a lot of pressure the whole time. It's like, oh, I better make sure I pull out. I'd rather just wear a condom or not have sex.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's another thing I didn't have to know.
Those are all the spots we hit, but that doesn't mean they're the only places to go. If you got any recommendations, drop us a line and you might see us next time on Neighborhood Eats.
I looked up 13 best curd jokes, and I sort of put my own spin on that one.
That's not bad, brother.
Yeah.
But you know what is bad?
These cheese curds.
Yeah, it's a little bit too hot to be eating these over-fried cheese
My
curds
custard
outside.
is melted as well.
Now your custard is wilting, and all we have is Mamitas to help us drink the sorrows away.
At least we do have ice cold Mamitas.
Money like a limo, baby, I should wear a tux. I'm in Houston like a rocket, getting Milwaukee bucks. Cash.